Old school. New school. So, I recently picked up this Porter Cable 1/2-inch hog ring impact wrench. This is rated at 450 pound-feet of torque, and unlike my old school impact that requires a much bigger air compressor than I can afford, this one can do the job very well. I was thoroughly impressed by how well this worked out of the box, and I'm very happy with it. It is a bit different from the old school air-powered pneumatic 1/2-inch impact guns that I was used to growing up. My dad first handed me one of these when I was about 10, and I have been using them up until I moved out on my own. And I missed having my own impact gun, as we called them growing up, or impact wrench, or whatever else you want to call them. Because it let me rotate my tires and do other jobs without having to hand crank everything. And I didn't like having to pay to go have my tires rotated, so this was a godsend. This was only 80 some bucks shipped and delivered. It lets me rotate my tires very quickly without having to pay 40 some bucks at the local shop to have them do it. I mean, 2 tire rotations and this is already paid for itself. But like I said, it feels very, very different compared to the old school pneumatic. This one spools up and starts cranking a lot faster than this does. And part of that is this electric motor is a lot heavier, and it takes a bit more time for it to get up to full speed and start giving full impact strength. So it does take a bit longer for it to take off your average lug nut, whereas this one's going at full torque pretty much as soon as you hit the button. Also, because of the way it's built, this is much lighter than this. This, I want to say 3-4 pounds. This is like 10 pounds. And so it feels very different in the hand when you're using this to take off lug nuts. So when I was a kid, I got so fast, I was like pretending I was in NASCAR with one of these. Whereas with this, you're not going to win any speed competitions anytime soon. But for the average homeowner who just wants to rotate their tires every once in a while, you don't need that kind of speed. And I don't need that kind of speed either, to where I want to plunk down $600 on an air compressor that would have enough power to be able to use this to take care of my lug nuts. Instead, I've only got about a $150 air compressor from Bostitch that, while good enough for airing up tires or powering my nail gun, it just does not have enough cubic feet per minute to handle this little beast. So, that being said, I am a big fan of the Porter Cable PCE211. It really does a great job. It'll reach anywhere you can get an extension cord to, and you don't have to worry about batteries wearing out or anything. It feels like it's built like a tank. It really is well done. So great job, Porter Cable, and I recommend this to anyone looking for a good home use impact. Would it be good for a shop? Maybe. Depending on how much you want to spend on your air compressor, because this costs almost twice as much as your average 1/2-inch air impact from, say, Craftsman or someone like them. So this may not make sense for you if you've already got the giant air compressor. If you don't have, your average shop size 220 volt air compressor, this could work out very well for you and could save a lot of money and do a great job. So I'm going to keep this in my workshop and keep using it. Thank you.